I have never met somebody who is simply incapable of meditating, but I have met a lot of people who are trying to meditate in a way that doesn't align with the season of life that they're in. So, if you've ever felt like this before, today I want to propose following a different approach. For the longest time, I treated meditation like a goal, like another hilltop that I had to climb up to. Meditation contains a strange paradox. The harder you try, the harder it becomes. Imagine trying to fall asleep. The more you try to force it, the more awake you become. The more you think about sleeping, the less sleep arrives. Meditation can be similar. Many of us sit down and immediately start evaluating ourselves. Am I doing this right? Am I focused enough? Why am I still having thoughts? Why isn't this working for me? And without realizing it, we've turned meditation into another performance, another task, another thing to try to succeed at. How many days did I actually meditate? How many minutes was I meditating? How was I doing against my own particular goal of meditating 10, 20, 30 minutes every single day? And so at the end of every week, I would check, oh, 73%. Oh, I could do better. 95%. So I was trying to approach meditation like I approached everything else in my life. And eventually, I reached the realization that the harder I tried to meditate or be meditative, the less I was actually being in a meditative state. Meditation was never meant to be a performance, because meditation is more like a meeting with yourself. And it's not a place where we're trying to achieve anything in particular. It's more of, can we become available to ourselves in this particular moment? And it wasn't until I started letting go of that control that meditation began changing me. Not because I became better at it, but because I became softer. I stopped trying to force stillness, stopped trying to force peace, stopped trying to force an experience. And when I stopped chasing, something unexpected started to happen. This space inside of me appeared. Awareness started to appear. Sometimes joy, sometimes love, sometimes honestly nothing appeared. And that became okay as well. This is something that I wish more people in general would understand. And is that meditation is not about making something happen. It's about creating the proper space and environment such that things can start to happen. And sometimes the best thing that we can bring into the meditation is to try less. Bring less with you. The second thing that I've come to learn is that not every meditation type, which there are many of, is the right fit for a particular person in the particular season of life that they are currently in. Nature doesn't operate that way. You wouldn't wear a raincoat if you know that you're in the middle of summer and it's not going to rain. Different seasons require different responses. And I think meditation is similar. Sometimes life feels overwhelming. You can be anxious, you can be busy, your mind can be scattered. And in those moments, a simple mindfulness meditation may be exactly what you need. Something that's going to ground you, something that's going to feel stabilizing. Other seasons call for something different. If perhaps your emotions feel stuck, perhaps you've been carrying stress for many years, perhaps your body wants movement. And those moments, active meditations, breathwork, or more expressive practices may be the right doorway for you. This is the mistake that many of us make. We think that every meditation technique out there should work for every single person at every single stage of their lives. Because we're treating meditation like a medicine, which it is, but we just have to be aware of which medicine are we taking for the symptoms that we are experiencing. And this is the reason why I believe that meditation simply works for everybody. Because we have to start to ask ourselves, what do we need most right now? And then we can prescribe ourselves the proper meditation for the season of life that we are in. And maybe that's the invitation, to stop fighting yourself, to stop assuming that you are broken inside or that you're failing at yet another thing. Meditation was never supposed to be another thing to win at. It was supposed to help you come back home, to listen, to soften, to become intimate with your own experience. So the next time you meditate and you find yourself becoming critical, judging your performance, wondering whether you're doing it correctly, pause for a moment, become aware that your ego mind is trying to control the experience to improve or gauge how well you're doing it, and simply tell yourself, try less. I know it's counterintuitive compared to how we've been raised to try harder to get better at something. But with meditation, sometimes we have to try less, soften a little bit more, let go of the control such that other things may start to happen. So if you can relate to either one of the two main mistakes that we covered in today's video, I've actually created one video fully dedicated to what surrender and the ego mind is doing to your meditative practice. And then I also created another video in which I help you deep dive into the different types of meditations and meditation techniques that are out there, and how you can better select the one that's best for you and the season of life that you are currently in. This is a safe space for us to meditate, let go, and start to come back to ourselves. Stay close.